Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to another episode of the No Comfort Zone, helping you get out of your comfort zone so you can live on purpose. So it's all about results. That's what our society today, it's results driven. You got it, performance and results. So listen, if you've got a goal, if you've got a dream, if you have ambitions that are out there, man, I'm telling you right now, you need to start going after them in some way, some shape, some form. You just need to get going. You need to do something in that direction of where you want to go because, tomorrow is a promise to no one. And yesterday's history. You've got today, right now, to make a decision, to take action, to move forward towards the direction it is that you want. And what happens is a lot of us are just completely asleep in our life. We go through such a routine. It's been said, I think after the age of 35, 90% of what you do is habit. For me, really, I'm driving into work and you're listening to this podcast. And as I'm driving, doing this podcast, I'm looking down a little bit and I just realized I've gone for like 4 minutes or so and wasn't really even paying attention. No, I didn't have the phone in my hand, but I've been looking around for something in my car, not really paying attention to the road, but that's terrible, right? I don't want anything bad to happen to me or anybody else, but it's really habit. It's just, the peripheral vision kicks in, habits kick in, and, I know where I'm going, but I'm on autopilot. I'm not enjoying the ride. I'm not going with intention. I'm just going through the motions. And so many people end up doing that in their life, and I just think it's kind of sad that happens on a consistent and on a regular basis. So really wake up and decide where it is that you want to go in your life, and it really is all about the results. See, I was always looking at the results. If I don't achieve blank, then I'm a failure. That's not the case. So I would make big goals and I would fail, and I would think that I was a failure continually. But really what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up for failure because it's like going on cruise control. I only care about getting to the destination. That's not true. You should really care about how you're getting to the destination. And to me, that's where the life is at. That's where the passion comes in. It's not in the end result. It's the process in getting to the end result. So that when you win, you can feel like a champion. Otherwise, just getting an award, next, and I move on to the next goal, whatever it is. I just think it lacks a lot. So since we are in a performance driven society and a results driven society, I had an old employer. I don't know if you know this out there, but in the Midwest, there's a huge car dealer. His name is Bob Gorman. And I had the opportunity to work for Bob Gorman for a few years, a lot of years. He's up there in age. He's ill health right now. He had a couple of strokes, but the guy came from absolutely nothing in Lafayette, Indiana, and built this huge, automotive dynasty, which is still running and very successful today. And I was part of that for, I would say, the greater part of my career. It's where I learned how to do public speaking. It's where I started my training career. And I had a couple of experiences with Bob, who's a very direct and assertive, that's the nice way for me to say it, human being. And there was one particular time, and those of you who listen to this and might know him are going to probably laugh when I say this, but Bob Gorman, one time when I was telling him that, we were 96% of our objective, and I worked for one of his the largest store, I think, and in Schaumburg, Illinois, at the Honda dealership, to put it out there. So I was at that dealership as a salesperson, then became a manager, then became a trainer, and met a lot of great people, and moved on from there to become a national sales trainer. And that was from, 1998 when I left Hawaii. I moved there, and I think I finally mic dropped and resigned in 2005. Really, a foundation for my future successes and failures all came from there. But what's great is I went up to Mr. Gorman, Bob Gorman, and I said to him that, hey, this is amazing. We're 96% of objective, and we're super happy about it. and which was pretty good because we had some high goals, but we weren't there. And he looked right at me with, and if you know him, this is hilarious. Ooh, babe, you can never forget the difference between results and effort. And I'm like, I don't understand. And that was a terrible impersonation of him, but that's kind of how he sounded. He's like, don't ever confuse effort with results. And I was blown away that he said that, because yeah, you could have all the effort in the world, but in the end, if you don't have the results that you're looking for, what are you doing? Where I missed it was I was looking for the end result only, no matter how. But I realized that there's a method, a system, a process to everything that we do. And that's where character and ethics and everything else goes in place. And the reward is so great when you achieve it, doing it with good character, good work ethic, having a strong, substance within you, I guess is the best way for me to say it. I think a burning desire to achieve that goal, but doing it the right way and working hard towards it, working smart towards it, collaborating with your team members for it. And that's what the No Comfort Zone blueprint is. It's a way for you to enjoy the minutes and moments before you hit your goals. I can assure you, if you put yourself into the No Comfort Zone blueprint and start to become aware of who you are and take a little inventory of where things are at and where you want to go and what you really want, and start taking a step in that direction, it's just to get one foot in front of you, get another foot in front of you and another foot, and then pick up your pace a little bit and get you the momentum that you need to go towards your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your wishes, your ambitions. And then quite frankly, when you put your intentions in place, it helps you to get you to your intentions. And isn't that what it's all about? We're all wait for, this guy's got this break, waiting for the person to walk in the door, waiting for the person you're in a relationship with to make the move, the person you want to be in the relationship to make the move. It's time to go out and get, I've said it before. It's a really cool thing. We as human beings, we're in a race, and that's why they call it the human race. It is a competition. It is who can do the best with what they have. And there's people out there that have thrown massive, massive amounts of effort with huge disabilities in order to accomplish great things on a global level. Helen Keller. It's one that just comes to mind right now. Beethoven, he was deaf. Adversity. Edgar Allen Poe, through adversity and love loss and his relationship, became one of the greatest writers of all time. I mean, through adversity, we find our strengths, and that's what the No Comfort Zone is. It's to tear down all the BS, to get through all the layers of, falseness that you surround yourself with, to look at the real core of who you are, and then decide, man, I'm not willing to get comfortable anymore until I become the version of the self that I want to be. And then when you start putting intention into that place and you start having a thought process about where you want to go, the craziest thing happens. The activities that you do and the actions that you put in place tend to get you the results that you're looking for, because all of the effort in the world is great as long as you're enjoying the process. But to get those results at the end is really what drives us as successful people. And if you're listening to this podcast, which I can't even believe, I'm like on 120 right now. I cannot believe that people are actually listening to me talk while I'm driving to and from work to my day job as I'm working on helping people achieve their goals and get through adversity. This is kind of a dream come true. It's all something that I set in my mind a long time ago, 2 years ago, and I didn't know how I was going to communicate this message, but one thing led to another. By taking action, the dots are starting to line up, and now I'm actually doing one of the things I've dreamed about doing, and it's now my reality. And the same thing could be for you. Get yourself into a frenzy, get yourself with that white hot heated desire of what it is that you want in your life, and then take one step. And if you need help getting the one step, here it is. Go right now, thenocomfortzone.com, and download the blueprint. See what happens one day at a time, every 15 minutes. Do something towards your goal. It's kind of fun when you look at it that way. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of purpose, and there's definitely a lot of character development in going after your goals, but you don't have to kill yourself to do it. You just have to get uncomfortable over small periods of time, over a kind of a short period of time, like 30 to 60 days, and then your life starts to happen the way that you want it to happen, as long as you know what you want. And I can help you with that. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. I hope it finds you well. Remember, it is time for you to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.